Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. One question which we all have in our minds is how do we practice or how much we practice so that we achieve fluency and confidence in speaking in English, or how much time it takes for us to get fluent in English. This is a big question which we all have at some point of time, especially when we are beginners, right? Do you have this question too? If you have this question, then this video is for you. So stay tuned. Well guys, I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. Now, how much time will it take for us to get fluent? How do we practice so that we get fluent in English? And the other thing which all of us has is I don't have any speaking partner. I don't know whom to talk to. So will I be able to get fluent in English? And my answer is yes, you are going to get fluent in English without any partner as well. Or rather a speaking partner. But you have to follow the method which I'm going to tell you right now. So I understand it's not easy to gain fluency in a limited period of time. It's an ever-learning process. I am still learning to be more and more fluent and comfortable and confident in speaking in English. So the every day you speak, the better you get. And if you keep on speaking and speaking for years and years, of course, you will be more and more fluent and confident in speaking in English, which is for sure. So the first thing I would like to tell you is consistency. Consistency does matter, guys. I can guarantee that if you practice English speaking consistently for 30 days by this method, which I'm going to tell you in this session, you are definitely going to get fluent and confident in speaking in English. But to get to the advanced level, of course, you will need more and more practice. Speaking for years and years. So you have to keep on speaking in English whenever you get time, whatever situation is. You are in office, you are in school, you have to make sure that you are using this language every single day. So yes, in 30 days you can come up with a short-term goal of 30 days to practice English speaking regularly or consistently for 30 days to see a difference, and you will be able to achieve it. Now, today I'm going to tell you how you can start speaking in English. My go-to solution is a small talk or a short conversation. This works like magic, guys. It has worked for me. I have used this. I have done this to practice English speaking. I didn't had any partner. I didn't had a YouTube. I didn't had any internet facility where I can connect with people or I can see how I can practice English speaking, whether whatever I'm speaking is correct or not. I never had these facilities. I never had these conveniences. But what I did was I practiced it on my own, and I started speaking to people in this way to gain fluency and confidence and see where I am today. So this is a plan for 30 days. What you can do is you can start with conversation starters. Practice these conversation starters or short conversations or small talks at home and start speaking to people on these topics, and you will see a lot of difference in 30 days. I have already given you enough conversation starters, enough topics with which you can begin your conversation with people in English. And you can work it at home, you can try it at home, you can practice it at home very well, and then you can go out and speak. But here it is a two-way process. You have to speak to yourself in English in front of your video camera or mirror, and you have to practice well as a conversation. And then the same thing you have to go out and practice with people in English, whether it is your neighbor or your friend or a colleague or a stranger or anybody it is. You have to start from somewhere. You have to start speaking on these topics with people in English to build on your fluency and confidence. If you do this continuously, consistently for 30 days, I am pretty sure you're going to see a lot of difference in your speech, clarity and confidence, and of course fluency. So are you ready to take up this challenge? Let's begin. So when you meet somebody, you greet them, and then we do ask a question. We do start a conversation with people, if it is for a shorter duration of time or a longer duration of time. So here we are going to choose a short conversation or for a shorter duration of time. So when you're going somewhere and you met somebody in between, so you don't have much time to stand there and start speaking or having a conversation. So we just touch base and we just go, like, how are you? Is everything okay? So we ask these kind of questions and we go back to our respective task or work what we are going to do. So here also what you can do is, whenever you meet somebody, try to speak to that person on one particular topic which you have chosen or which you have practiced well. So today I am going to pick up a topic which is related to news or politics, or which is related to basically news. Okay, we love listening to news or we love reading newspapers. We all have newspapers at home, or we do listen to news. Of course we should. And if you're not, start listening to news. You'll gain a lot of information about the world, what is happening in the world, what is happening in your country, etc. Right? But you have to choose the channel wisely. So there are lots of topics which comes up in news also. There's sports, there's entertainment, there is environment, climate, politics, crime, etc. There are lots of things which is there in the news. So you can pick up any article, anything related to science, technology. There are lots of things available in a newspaper or in news. So whatever you have read, something interesting you have read about AI, something interesting you have read about technology, or something interesting you have read about, careers. Right? There are lots of experts who speak about what career you should choose now in the age of AI. What courses you should do, how you should groom your career. So there are lots of things which comes in newspapers or which you can listen to news to gain information about. So that is why I said you have to choose wisely what section of the news you are choosing. So education, science, technology, environment, anything you can choose and you can just start listening to. And if you have got some information, you can just talk about it with people, right? So here I'm going to give you an example, and it's a real life example. So yesterday when I was going to drop my daughter to school, it started raining heavily. So when I dropped my daughter, there were a lot of other parents also were standing there who came to drop their kids. So when I was leaving, I met an acquaintance of mine or another kid's parent, and we knew each other. So she started talking to me about the weather. So she started speaking to me on this topic. So what did she say? She said, the monsoon is quite late, but thankfully it has started raining. And this time it is predicted that because of the El Nino effect, the rainfall is going to be very less. So she was talking about news. She was talking about El Nino effect. She was talking about monsoon getting weak. Right? So to which I replied saying, you're absolutely right. The monsoon is delayed by a month at least, and it's going to be less rainfall also, which the experts are talking about due to El Nino effect. But the after effect of this is going to be really bad. The farmers are going to bear the brunt. It's going to affect the farmers, it's going to affect the food supply, etc., etc. So we started discussing on this topic, and then she said, God knows what else is going to come. And the conversation ended. She went to her place. I came back to my place. So it was as simple as that, right? So you should be well aware of things, what is happening in the world, what is happening around you, so as to start having a conversation with people in English. Okay, so I knew about the El Nino effect. I knew why the monsoon is getting weaker now. What will be the after effect of this? So you should know. When you have knowledge, definitely you will be confident in speaking about on that topic. So that is why news is something which you have to watch or start watching. But you have to choose your topics wisely. I would suggest if you can choose education, science and technology, sports, environment, what's latest, etc. So these kind of topics you have to start listening to and see what future, and about education as well, right? The career prospects. This is also very important. The latest in education, the latest in careers. Start listening to all these topics and start gaining knowledge about it. And whenever you get time, whenever you meet somebody, you can just introduce such topics and you can start talking about it. You can start talking about the weather change. You can start talking about El Nino effect. You can start talking about health issues, health problems related to pollution, environment, right? There are lots of topics you can talk about related to the pollution, related to environment, etc. So these are something you have to be aware of. So start watching news to gain knowledge on these subjects and start talking about it. Everybody will definitely speak on this topic because it affects everyone. Our lives are affected by these things, these catastrophes, these climate changes, these events, right? So we should know about it and we should start talking about it. So this is another subject which you can take up and start gaining knowledge on it and start practicing it at home and speak to people about it. You can start talking about AI, how quickly it's changing, what all things have come up, what kind of agents the AI is building, how it is solving your problem. Start taking up, start gaining knowledge on these topics and start speaking on it, guys. These topics are actually going to help you in many ways. So take up these topics, practice it at home, go out and start speaking with your friends, colleagues, neighbors, strangers, family, whoever you meet. Start having a discussion on it. 2 minutes discussion, not more than that. Exchange your ideas. That's it. And you'll see how quickly you are going to gain fluency and confidence in speaking in English. Go through all my topics on small talks and short conversations and take up each topic every day. Start speaking for 30 days to see a difference. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching and keep exploring. And if you like my videos, do subscribe my channel, like and share my videos, write your comments in the comment section and do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost and access to all the amazing content on this channel. What you have to do is stay tuned, stay connected and watch my entire video to master this skill. Bye-bye. Take care.